Well, this is the end of the conference. I'm really glad that at least half of the crew will make it. But yeah, I mean, it's always nice to see that there is so much people interested in these kind of things, and because it's hard to find low-level guys that are really having fun with all this kind of crazy shit. So I'm really happy to have you in here. I hope you enjoy the conference as much as I did. And well, I would like to say that all the slides for all the speakers will be published in this GitHub repository. They will be sending pull requests, and I will be merging the thing. I will send the links in the by mail and also in Telegram. And all the videos will be uploaded as soon as possible. And this is probably like 1 week or 2 weeks, something like that. But I have to review them, I have to edit them and cut and upload that, so that takes a while. So we will make the last r2wars round right now. We'll put some music. If any of the people who have been sending the bots wants to come here and explain the techniques or how they work in real time, because it will take like half an hour, something like this to finish, you are free to come and explain it. So Squatter was the person who was in charge of organizing the r2wars competition. For those who didn't know, r2wars is a kind of simple game that consists in multiple programs running in the same memory space. They have their own CPU. I mean, this means they have like their own CPU state, like register state, and so on. And they can be competing like different architectures. So you can have like ARM64 architecture competing with an x86 CPU. But they share the same memory. The problem is that the purpose of these bots is that they have been finding in memory the other bot and overwriting the memory in order to make the other program crash. As long as there are many different techniques in there, like replicating itself, like moving around, jumping up and down, or just overwriting the data when you find something that is not written by you, for example, it makes the game quite interesting, and also it's quite fun to follow, because it's there are like different architectures, and not all the instructions are invalid instructions for all the architectures. So sometimes you can take some advantage to the other game players by abusing these kind of things. So we have 3 prizes we will be giving them right now. So hopefully all the winners will be in the room. So we will be giving like a book, The Beat Boy, which is a game console I have here, which is like this. It runs like Linux, and there is like a Raspberry Pi like CPU inside. And you can put emulators or whatever you like. It's also running R2. And there is a mousepad. There is also a notebook, stickers, and many other fancy things. So I will start the competition now, and we will see.
That's the old version. Come on, man.
No.
That's not version 5. It says 04 right there.
I replaced the name. It's the last version, but it's not the same name you sent it.
Hello, my name's Anis. So I have a bot in here. I don't know when this will finish, but I wanted to ask if we have any participants here. Raise your hand if you submitted a bot. And keep your hand raised if you did a simulation with the other competitors. Did anyone try to reverse engineer them? Maybe take a picture? Because that's what I did for this. I just sat here in the middle, and then I copied past not even the instructions, because it's a bit complicated, especially with x86, where you have relative jumps, they're absolute, and so I just copied the x directives and put them in an assembly file, and then run r2wars on my machine, so I can simulate which one is which strategy can win. So yeah, I will publish that normally with my write-up. I don't know when, but my bot is actually very simple. It's the ARM64 bot. It sits in the middle. It's a heuristic. I found that again among the strongest bot, they didn't write in the middle at the beginning. They wrote either at the beginning of memory or the end of memory. So I decided to put my bot there. I don't know if it's a good strategy, but it seems to work. And it just does store with it has a loop with 8 instructions, I think. And it does 1 AND, 6 stores, and 1 jump. So it's basically loops the ARM64 stores, and that's quite simple. So I said I have one heuristic. It's where the bot will execute. It executes in the middle, and the second heuristic is where it will start to overwrite. So I don't remember the exact things, but you can find them if it runs long enough. It must be something. It must execute at around 0x, maybe 300 bytes. I don't know, 0x180. And it overwrites at around 0x200. Yeah. So very simple strategy, no big thing. Yeah. And it's my initial idea was to write 0xFF, just FF, because it's easier to crash x86 bots. But right now I decided just to, because there's a relocation at the beginning, it just rewrites the same bot all over the screen, so it rewrites itself. So just in case someone decides to overwrite me and it jumps to another instruction, maybe there's a chance it can leave. I don't think so, but yeah, for luck. That's it.
I would like to thank you, because you are the only competitor that found and reported 2 bugs in in R2 that was related to SEAL. I don't know if you want to explain them or what you did.
I'm not sure I understood the first bug, to be honest, because I just was able to reproduce it. It was mostly so I reported that to Squatter, who isn't here. It's Abel. He was here yesterday and this morning. And he was able to find that when running Radar in r2wars, there's a setup to do the round robin. And when we did, which instruction was it? Initial instructions, I think it's underflow. Yeah. It's correct. I think there was an underflow, so Pancake fixed that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that it was related to the 0 register in RM64, because when r2wars is saving and storing storing and restoring the register state of each of the CPUs, it was reading the 0 register as 0, but then it was writing a 0 in the 0 register. The problem is that when you write a 0 in the 0 register, there was a bug in the register API that instead of ignoring the write, because it's ground to 0, it was basically writing in an unaligned offset inside the memory arena of the register state. So it was overwriting part of other registers.
Okay, so for ARM, it was like X31 is the 0 register, and then it would write in X0 instead of writing nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did a pull request also for supporting another instruction for.
Oh yes, I had an idea for an ARM32 bot because with STMIA you can dump all the registers from stack to, well, usually it's for stack operations, but it can be used for fast memcopy, for instance. It's used to dump all the registers to memory, and with LDMI you do the opposite operation. And there's STM is supported in SEAL, but we don't have post increment. So I just added post increment. Yeah, simple.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Thanks. Anyone else wants to explain his experience in r2wars? Key? Don't be shy.
I mean, this is my second year at the conference, and every year I submit a bot like to either the last round, the last run, or the previous run before that. I don't know why, other stuff to do. So yeah, oh, there it is running right now. So that's what it does, the blue one. It just lives at the almost very end because some bots override the final byte, so I don't touch that one. And then I try to go backwards because most bots go forward, and I hope that we have a good clash over there. Thing I didn't know until this run right here is that apparently for x86, if you execute F4 in radar, it's an op, so it doesn't do anything. So I tried doing that, and apparently most of the bots survived that. I did two corrections to the last version. I shouldn't have done the other one, so I changed that to FF to crash x86 bots and hopefully maybe some more. And I also minimized the distance between my writes, which I should not have done because it makes less effective, and I lost at least 1 or 2 battles already because of that. So yeah, it's a super simple bot, nothing magical. Yeah, it uses push IL at the beginning to write itself to the end of the memory and then jumps there. Yeah.
There are some more bots around. No one else?
Can we have Survivor?
I know. Come on. Don't be shy. Oh. Want to explain it? Okay. So the r2wars competition is over. We have some winners. The first one is Anise. Please come here. Yeah. So we'll call the other two winners. The second one, come here. And the third one, okay, perfect. So we have the third, the first one. Okay, so we'll start by the third one. MacacoBot, come here. Do you want to say some words?
Yes. This is my first board, and I just take a look at the other's board, and it's copied. I just change it some bytes, and think my best way to fill the stack, and I think this have no merit. But thanks.
So here's the prize.
Thank you.
Okay. So please, Captain Banana. So, want to say some words?
Oh, yeah, sure. So yeah, I wipe the start of the game and the end, and then I just start to replicate myself with a static offset, pushing registers and jumping to them. So that's it.
Nice. So here's your prize. Thank you. And finally, Anise, or Anis, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Anis, yes.
Say some words again.
Thank you very much. I wasn't sure I would win against Captain because you have a very good strategy. I actually dumped your bot from this morning, but it's not the same version, I think. Is it?
It's another one.
Yes, so it's a bit different. So when I saw that you won the previous round, I decided I won't change anything. Maybe it's luck. So I was right. It was just luck. You could have been first. So yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Here's your prize. So now we'll continue with the CTF prizes. So Edu, come to the stand.
Oh, the light is. So, well, I don't see the slides. I don't see the slides from here, but we are going to announce the prices for the CTF. Thank you. So, yeah, go ahead. So this year we changed a little bit the platform. Well, basically Alex, the person that should be here now, but he couldn't make it today. We changed the platform and we use CTF-D. Last year it was used the Facebook platform. I don't know if someone was using from the last year. We found that it was a little bit heavy and not very smooth, so we gave a try to CTF-D, and it was very nice this year. There were this year like 13 crack miss divided in different levels, like easy, medium, and hard. And I think 12 of them, they were solved. Only one, it was not solved. And yeah, we are going to announce the prizes for the first 3 winners. Yeah, go to the next slide. Okay, so. Yeah, so this year they were like a bunch of different kind of reversing challenges. So this is one like a Radare in Game Boy, and they were also like Android crack miss, and also like kernel exploitation, and some different architectures, and pretty much everything related to reversion. So yeah, go ahead. So yeah, this is basically the main scoreboard, the main screen of all the challenges. You see pretty much the 13 challenges that we have, the easy ones, the medium ones, the hard ones, and yeah, go ahead. So, well, we would like to thank to all the people that contribute to create challenges, especially to Nibble, that I think is not the first year. He was developing like Bermu and Bermu 2. I don't know if anyone was playing. Nibble is not here today. Also, Sergi Martinez, Slow Ram, is here. Sergi? Okay, well, thanks also for him. He was developing some Go challenges, so if you don't like Go, you can complain to Sergi. Torralba, I don't know if he's Torralba here today. No, okay, well, he was also doing some Go challenges. And also Adri Villa, is Adri Villa here? Yeah, he was also doing Grab Me, so a big applause for Adri as well to help. Also, if you were facing some kernel exploitation and you were like, oh man, I cannot make this challenge, it was too hard. It was developed by Eloy and Felix, so he's not here today, but he deserves also like a huge applause. And then me and also Alex, that we were hosting the CTF at my place in Valencia and having paella at the same time that you were solving the Crack Me. So yeah, and yeah, you go ahead to the next one. So yeah, thanks to all the contributors to make it possible. Otherwise, it's impossible to have different levels, different ideas, and different ways to solve challenges. And with this, I think we can go to introduce the yeah. So now we are going to give the prizes for the first three winners of the CTF. And we are going to start with the third one. So the first one, they were like a draw. So it was Kosbeck, but I think he is not at the conference. So he was a draw with Frozen. Frozen, I think he's here. He's from Catalonia. So please, if you are here, go to the stage. And big applause. Do you want to say something about this? No? Anything? So.
Well,
Well, congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Well, I really enjoyed the CTF. Great challenge. I mean, you did a great effort. So I just want to thank everybody who did the challenges. So a big applause for them. And yeah, that's it. Well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The second one, I think you were playing last year as well?
Yes.
And you were not in the top 10?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, congratulations. The second one, Sharmik. Sharmik is here. Okay, big applause for Sharmik. You were at some point first, and then you were second, and then you were third again, right? You want to say something?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'd like to thank all the organizer and all the contributors. I had a fun weekend, yeah. Thanks.
And now the winner, Anton. No here? Yeah. Oh. You want to say some words?
It was good, CTF.
You were playing last year.
Yes.
It was Anton 74. Or it was,
yes.
It was different. Okay.
Yeah, no,
We-
it was not me.
It was you?
Yes.
Okay, because we were the other guy and I. We were like last year. We have Anton 74, and we were not sure if it was you. And then I asked Zbilka, and he told me no, it's an imposter. It's not me. So so we were a little bit like yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And and yeah, I would like also to say that there were so many people playing the CTF, so congratulations also to them because there were so many. Some things, some statistics about the CTF. So there were like 300 something users registered in the platform. More than 100 of the people, they were at least having points, so it's quite good. So we were trying to equalize the level of the challenges. So we try to give like easy challenges for the people that they are starting reversing, and medium challenge for the people that they are already advanced or medium, and also hard challenge for the people that they like too hard to crack like a hard nuts. So for the next year. One of the things that happened this year is that the CTF was not organized at the same time that the conference, because last year we have a lot of people just back in the corners playing the CTF the 24 hours, not attending the talks, and we have a feedback that they prefer to have the CTF 1 week before or like 2 weeks before. So for the next year, I think we will happen the same if we are going to send like a form to ask to all the people that they play the CTF if they want to give some feedback for the next year to improve, because this is just a matter of make it better every time and more playable for everyone. So if you are playing the CTF, we will be sending you like a form to give some feedback for the people that we are organizing. If you want to develop some challenge next year, and you can send an email to Radare email, and we will be contact you to start developing the challenge before the CTF. So with this thing, I think I don't have anything to say. There are some write-ups that they are already online. Frozen, the guy, he was the third one. Shermit, the second one, and Capitan Banana, I think he was also playing the r2wars, so a big applause for you because you were everywhere. So. And I think, Anton, you didn't send any write-up yet? Sorry? Okay, so sorry if I didn't update the slide. And, maybe the last slide? So congratulations for the winners, and I think it was a great CTF for everyone. I enjoyed it a lot, even though I wasn't a player this year. And see you next year, so... Thank you.
Thanks, Edu. So we'll go for the Pound Debian competition. That's something I wanted to do previous year. And the thing is that there is something that is quite annoying with non-rolling releases distributions. And that's it, that the distributions are shipping very old versions of software. I mean, if you're like running a server and you don't really need the last features of each of the services, is fine. And hopefully all the issues that are found or fixed in master or in the last updates of each application that you are using are safe or are recorded in CVE records. So people can basically get track or keep track of all the patches in master and then backport them as security fixes for the stable version and so on. But the reality is not like this. I mean, we have like 400 commits every month. And Debian is making, basically, for example, making an update once a year or twice a year or something like this. So as long as the Debian stable is quite old, I mean, they're keeping software like 3-4 years old, trying to let the people use r2 from Debian is kind of dangerous because they will be opening binaries that are can be dangerous. I got tired about this situation, so I decided to make a competition to let the people basically own all the distributions that are shipping like old versions of r2. And basically I decided to make this competition in a way that you have to provide a reproducer, so you have to produce a binary that when you load it, it basically exploits r2. The winner is the same as the previous competition. So thanks. You wanna come here? Yeah, I'll get the slide. Yeah, I'll come here. You wanna explain the vulnerability you found? Yeah, you can use these microphones.
Yeah, we set up.
Where's the HDMI?
You want the HDMI?
Yes, please.
So a bit less spaces.
So yeah, we installed Comic Sans for you. Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, you already explained the challenge. We originally started and searched for memory corruption issues because that's the first thing you do when you're dealing with C code. But we decided it's too hard, although there are some issues and 6 are still open. So yeah, maybe someone else can search for something. We decided to grab the Git history for some issues, and we found that there were command injection issues in the past. I just decided to scroll through the source code and see where radar actually shells out and calls an external command. And then I saw, yeah, it's called in Rabin2 with some user input, and it's not sanitized. I decided to fix it because it was a rather lame issue. The payload was in the file name, so yeah, it's not really something you would open with radar. And while fixing this issue, I found these 4 lines and I thought, yeah, what the fuck is this? And it turns out these lines are called when you type OOD, like reopen a binary in debug mode. So we just decided to check out what .is asterisk actually does. is asterisk prints some stuff, it's quoted, and it contains user input, like this proc name full is user controlled. It's actually read from a binary that you supply. The dot operator is like an eval, like if you know PHP, you know eval is bad, and in radar land dot is bad with user input. And the exclamation mark, it just shares out, and yeah, you can call it external commands. So we decided to craft a nice binary and replace symbol names with like backtick, exclamation mark, and your command. And yeah, if you type OOD, magic happens. Muchos demos.
So I'm showing the demo. Not clear. So I used the r2 version of Debian. Sure.
Bigger.
No, like this? Even less. Okay. So as you can see, it's version 3.2.1. That's what is currently shipped with Debian. And for instance, you can open our binary r2 demo, and if you now type OOD, you can see that the ID command is executed. And yeah, this basically happens because yeah, we crafted the binary in a way that ID will be executed. Looks a little bit different here because it's in the relocations. But yeah, basically, as soon as you type OOD, yeah, you're owned. Yeah, so, and after we've seen that it's vulnerable, we tried to deliver a hotfix, which turned out to be not a fix. Thanks to somebody else who discovered that this is not fixing it completely. So as you can see, if you just insert, we try to quote it. But if you insert another double quote, yeah, then it will still work as before. So the guy also tried to fix it and yeah, just simply replaced everything. Yeah, I think he's also here. Replacing everything that is not alphabetical or numeric character. But yeah, turns out there's some more. If you look at PE binaries, then is, for instance, has another shows another command and still contains the command that executes things. So yeah, next try was Pancake. He added some more filtering and excluded some more characters, and yeah, there's some surprise. The time we made the slides was yesterday, and we discovered it's still shit. So still some things are missing. So if you have if you have, for example, another PE binary and craft the symbol like this, then it still works. You can still have ORD. I can also show that with the latest version. So we have my host system, R2. I compiled it today. And if you open, what was it? Kahaputi, yeah. And type OOD, then, yeah, you can see IDs executed. And, yeah. Yeah, so we got a CVE for that. Was rated with 7.8. Yeah. And yeah, this was from yesterday. We looked at the Debian bug tracker. Still says unfixed, actually true, but they're just too slow there. And with some lessons learned from that, so we thought it's not the best idea to derive user input, derive commands from user input or from untrusted input. And somehow this mismatches if you use commands that are usually used by the user internally as well. The combination of these two things lead to this attack. And in the end, breaking things was much easier than fixing it. And yeah, have fun.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I think that we all learned something here. Don't use r2 from JIT. Always use r2 from the future. So, so I hope that you can send a reproducer so we can fix it before the party.
We can send our producer before the party.
Yeah, I mean there is like some pizzas in the middle, but yeah, we can fix it.
Sure.
So yeah, so congratulations. You win the prize.
Ooh, espresso.
Thank you very much. So, you're welcome.
Thanks.
So, slides.
Yeah, slide.
Okay.
It's old version.
That's a line.
From
That's a line.
this one. Can you update? Oh, yeah, this one.
Okay.
And the last competition, we did contribution competitions. Many people remember that last year we did a hardware competition when it was supposed to do add a new architecture for Adare. But this year we decided to expand the competition to do almost anything you want. Just should be big enough and not trivial. And we have 3 winners. And the first winner, we decided to give it to people because their contributions were comparable. And I would like to invite Giovanni and Conrad to the stage, please. Giovanni added support for AMD 289K architecture, and as you remember from the Conrad talk, he added support for ACL graphs and other interesting things. Thank you.
I'm a little bit disappointed by everybody because I expected more efforts, at least in this competition, to see more competitors. Because I did mine, I think, a week ago or something. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, and I expected to see more competitors. So not just because it's simple. Or at least for me, it was an easy task just to implement this one, but maybe for others it's not. But there were plenty of bugs to fix and features, and I really wanted to see more efforts, but maybe next year.
I didn't do it for the prize. I did it to improve Rudder 2.
Yeah.
There is only one, so you have to fight. You want knives or?
We will find something, some ways to figure it out.
Fight.
Give me.
Fight is in there?
Yes. Easy, as I said.
Thank you, guys.
Turn off the camera.
Yeah.
You're the
Thank
winner,
you.
seniors.
And we also have two more people, second and third place. So please, Florian Markel and Oki, come to the stage.
Should I go there or here?
Check the screen.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at one of the presentations of the first day, and there was this new mouse thing implemented, and I tried it immediately, and it was just all the menu was moving right and left all the time. So I thought, damn, that's terrible. So yeah, I fixed it.
So yeah, I just fixed a small bug when you loaded types from a C file, like you had a struct, and then you loaded the same struct again, but with different members. Then you would get a messed up struct in the database. So now it deletes all the structs that are reloaded, and now it works.
Okay.
Who's the second?
Florian, second.
Second? Third prize.
Thanks.
I want to say also special thanks for our new contributors this year. It's Vanilope and Gustavo. Gustavo is not here as far as I know, right? Akira. Hi. Thank you. And the last word, hopefully not mine, mine really last word. We expect, hopefully next year, more contributions. We started this competition 1 month ago, but sadly not much people noticed. It's probably our fault, and we will try spam harder everywhere next year. So thank you, and we hope we will join us more.
So, as you can see, my commit doesn't count as contributions. So, I didn't win any prize, well, just this beer. And this is the end of the conference. So, it's over. It was 4 intense days. It was amazing to meet all the people in here. A lot of people interested in the project, in the conference, and also in the project. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the conference. I got some good feedback at least. But I will probably set up a survey and we will send you a mail. It's an anonymous survey, so you don't have to care about spitting all the complaints to us. But we will try to learn from this feedback and try to improve next year, like we did in every year that we organize this conference. I would like to say thanks to all the people from the organization that have been helping me in organizing the conference, finding the place for the concerts, finding the place for the rooms, organizing the prizes, organizing the competitions, the CTF, everything. So please, everybody that have been helping in the organization, also the angels and so on. So come to the scene. Don't be shy. And this is probably the first year that I've been kind of relaxed while organizing the conference. So I would like to thank you all for all the job that we have been doing, well, moving boxes, registering people, and everything. So yeah, I guess that this is probably the first time that I could say that I will repeat next time. So there will be another r2con next year. So yeah, there will be another r2con. We will probably have to think in organizing like a better way to bypass the frontiers and avoid all these border problems that we had this year. Maybe setting up more than one conference at the same time, maybe making like a real-time stream, having them in different tracks. Also, there have been some people asking for more than 1 day trainings. So maybe we'll set up like 2 or 3 days trainings about some specific topics like advanced. I think that Edu will enjoy a 3-day training on r2 Freedom.
Why not?
So yeah, I mean, there have been a bunch of things, and also there are still some things from the conference that you will enjoy. They are not technical, but you will probably enjoy it. Right now, we'll have a break for dinner, and you all are invited to have dinner here. So we have to finish all the beers that was in front of the speaker stand. And we have also ordered like a bunch of, I don't know if like 60, 80 pizzas, 50, yeah, 65, okay. We can take some more or drop some in the street. But I hope you enjoyed the conference. And we have the dinner, and after this, at 11, we'll meet in the ball room, which is a place that we will have like a chiptune party that will be 3 people playing music in live. This live concert is done by the same musicians that they played previous year. And I would like also to thank Neuroflip, who was the guy who did the video that it's in the big screen outside. I think you all saw it, and it's amazing. I will upload the video in YouTube, so we can also enjoy it at home. And also, I would like to thank Cyanide, who is the girl who will be also playing with the Game Boy in the party. She was sending me some links to the playlist. Some people in the conference was asking me for the music, so all the playlists was from her. And also 40 Boy, who will be also playing in the party. They all play chiptune, so there will be Amigas and Game Boys, basically. So thanks everybody for coming, and hope you enjoy the pizzas and the dinner.